From the beginning of his streaming career all the way back in 2018, this streamer has found ways to constantly adapt to the changing world of Twitch. Along the way, he has collected many speedrunning records, as well as doing insane challenges, such as the 24-hour SM64 Endless Staircase.
Oh shit, 2!
And sang Mario a million times.
And Mario!
On March 23rd, 2019, however, nobody saw what would be his biggest accomplishment in coming. Not even himself.
Oh, here's the thing. Sub hour, I knew, okay, it's not possible. Let me just say it. It's not. Yes, dude. Yes. Yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes, dude.
I think it's time to welcome you to the Conways.
I'm not wearing a flannel.
Oh my fucking god!
Not fucking wearing that flannel, bitch.
Oh my asshole!
Did you wear that fucking flannel? Flannels. Oh shit. Fuck you, flannels.
So close! Dude,
Okay, you better.
Okay, so let's just start.
Fucking Nick.
Sexy
bro.
boy.
My bro.
Sexy boy.
He's our first streamer that we're interviewing during the Sipping with Streamers set. So
shit.
welcome, man. Great to have you.
Good to be here in my garage.
Hell
in
yeah.
my garage with the OG bald man himself.
Yes, sir. As of yesterday, yeah, the new setup. Yeah. How's it feel? How'd it feel after yesterday?
Great.
Like having another era.
Yeah, new Nicro era in the garage.
Yeah.
Got the Dave & Buster's carpet going. Still got the little tykes, you know. We holding it down. It's a lot of fun. It's great. It's chilling.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it'll be a nice new era. So that video, the intro video, if you remember that from the other day, like, isn't it kind of cool to like watch a video like that and just see all of your accomplishments from like somebody else's point of view?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is just like a wacky story. Kind of like I said before, like everything that's happened, it's like there's so many different like eras and they're all so very different. And like, you know, at one point I'm like world record speedrunner, and then the next I'm just saying like Mario a million times. Like it's all over the place, but like I don't know, I love it.
It's unique.
It's silly, but it's silly.
So silly.
But like, yeah, no, it is pretty funny. I mean, yeah, that's me. That's what I've done. You know?
Yeah, right. Isn't that crazy?
That's it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely cool to like have a video about that. And like, yeah, you know, you grew so much since the beginning. Like, do you ever just sit back and think like, wow, like, you know, like people like me, I was influenced by you, and there's plenty of other streamers that are too. Like, do you ever like just sit back and like think about like your growth on, you know, Twitch? Like, it'd be like, whoa, like I did this, you know?
Yeah, I think it's just been so like gradual. Like ever since the beginning, like I've had those like moments where like things were like on the up, but it was never like, I don't know. I don't think it ever like hit me like holy shit. Other than maybe in like 2020 when like the YouTube started to go off, but like most of the growth I'd say from when I started streaming to now, it's either just been like steady or just kind of like pretty similar. Like I just kind of got like used to it.
Right.
So yeah, like looking back on the growth, it's it is crazy. It's like I've done a lot of cool things, and like a lot of people, like I've met tons of people,
Right.
impacted a lot of people, but at the same time it's just like, you know, I'm just doing my thing, and like that's just been the last like 6 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's tough to say. It's just I'm so used to it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think about the growth and stuff like that. Obviously, like I'm still hungry for more, so it's like there's always like gonna be that like next thing. But you know, yeah, it's just been very gradual. I'd say.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, so like, you know, like hitting all of those, like, you know, the followers and all that, getting all those. Let's take it back to like the beginning. So like you might not even remember what it was like when you hit affiliate, but do you remember?
Affiliate? Yeah, I remember it. The program first came out, I think in like 2017. Yeah, no, I was just speedrunning, like I was just getting into it. I was learning Mario 64.
Yeah.
And it's basically just like Trav, like Yoma, like Omar, and like some other like random like chick back in the day. So I had my little squad.
Yeah.
And then you know, we hit that affiliate in like I want to say like summer of 2017.
Okay.
So yeah, that was that had been what, 6 years ago. That was kind of like in between just learning like Mario 64. I would just like come on stream and just practice random stars, or I would like screw around with Wii Sports a little bit at the time. I think that's when I kind of started doing that.
With the golf, right? Like
yeah, we used to just speedrun golf. Like that was before we did all sports, or before I got into any like other Wii content.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that was when I first got affiliate.
That was gonna be my next question though about partner. How was it? How did it feel when you hit partner?
Partner was cool because I think that was like the like confirmed I'm doing this.
Right.
Whereas like before that, it was a few months. It was like early February 2018. And I'd already been speedrunning Odyssey for about 4 months, I think, at that point.
Okay.
And I just got my first like record like just shortly before that. Things were looking good. The channel was growing. And yeah, as soon as I got that partner, I was like, all right, like kind of knew I wanted to quit, but that was like all right, like I think you like for sure earned it kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
okay, yeah.
I was still going to college. And I still worked at a grocery store.
Right.
So yeah, no, I should have clarified that. But yeah,
I was
still,
like, what?
I was still working there, and I still was like going to school. I mean, I didn't do my work. I kind of knew I didn't like it anyway. I was kind of like looking for a way out.
Right.
That's why I like put all my attention into Odyssey. Like I'd go to a college class with my Switch and like practice on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, work sucked. I thought it was like the perfect time to like leave. That's why I like just went so hard on Odyssey, because like it was like the perfect way out of all that.
Right.
And like get that, you know, make sure I like solidify myself as a content creator or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that was good. Partner was good because yeah, that was like the for sure like nail in the coffin on like, you know, screw the whole like Matrix fucking job and like the Matrix world shit, if you want to put it that way. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is a good one actually. Yeah, so you've been on Twitch since 2017, so you'd say that's like 6 years, right? So there's been so many eras you've gone through on Twitch. What would you say is your favorite one?
My favorite era on Twitch.
Yeah.
Maybe the Odyssey era, because like I was so dialed in, and like looking back, it went by so fast. But I think that's what happens when you're just like, you just wake up and you know what you're doing.
Right.
And it's such a, again, it was such a gradual thing. I mean, there's always new strats, especially when it's a new game.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something to like wake up and look forward to. The game was kind of like constantly changing. And it's just the most exciting time because like that again was the beginning, really.
Yeah.
And that is the thing that like I was like, yeah, if I'm gonna make this thing work, it's this. So meaning like content, if I'm gonna make content work.
Right.
So like just finding my place in the Twitch world or the internet world, it was cool to see that come to life. But also like I just loved the game so much too that like it was just like a perfect complement to each other. Like I liked streaming, but I liked the game I was playing. Yeah, no, I think I'd say favorite in terms of just like how seamless it was to just come on and just go. Yeah, like that's something you don't just like, you can't just replicate, I guess. You kind of just, it was just kind of there, and I just had that like drive, and yeah, no, everything kind of just aligned in that moment. Like I wasn't trying too hard to like make it happen.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. What would you say your second favorite is then?
I probably, it's hard to say because like I love the Wii Sports era. Like that was its own thing too, whereas like that was like more the YouTube side of things. Whereas like Twitch was all just like Odyssey, and then I just upload the occasional world record to like YouTube.
Yeah.
But then after that, when I took the YouTube seriously, that grew in its own right with the Wii Sports content. And when I took a more entertainment and casual side of things, which obviously came back into the stream, and that was really cool because that just like, I'm just swinging this remote around and like I'm just screaming and we're just having fun. And you know, it had its serious moments too, maybe. Like I would be kind of competitive and like I'd speedrun Wii stuff, but it was more just like, you know, that's like the YouTube kind of content.
Right.
That's just that fun stuff. So that was fun for sure. It's just a lot more like, you know, like what's next and like plan the next video or plan the next challenge, and like there's more thought put into it.
Yeah.
And it's less like, oh, I gotta just get up today and just like go through the motions. You kind of have to like, it's a little bit more thinking and planning, especially with like, when am I uploading? I got an editor now. I have to like do my own thumbnails. I'm like making more stuff kind of behind the scenes. Whereas like Odyssey, there's just like PC on, Switch on, go kind of thing. There's not really like much to it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So yeah, the maintenance of the YouTube and the Wii Sports era was like a little bit higher, but like it's still really fun. It's just, it's hard to put that above Odyssey in terms of like my favorite era.
Yeah.
Because yeah, Odyssey I think just serves more of an important role in my like history, I guess.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
in my in the way I like view streaming and like content creation as a whole.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
It's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking dope, man.
Yeah, speaking of speedrunning though, how did you like get into speedrunning? Like, were you watching somebody specifically on Twitch and then you're like, I want to do that, or?
Yeah, I've always known about speedrunning. Like I was even like, because I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I don't know, I can't pinpoint exactly when like I saw speedrunning for the first time. It was, I think it was like around 2012, 13 maybe, because SGDQ, like AGDQ, they started in 2012 or 13, I think.
Okay.
And then they started getting uploaded to YouTube, and like I think the whole world kind of first got introduced to speedrunning once they all saw these guys in this room doing these charities and these big displays of speedrunning, these huge marathons, and it was just showing like a whole like art form of which is speedrunning.
Right.
For all these cool retro games that I was like into, all these Nintendo games are just being like torn apart.
Yeah.
And it just looked like some god mode shit. I was like, what is, like, how do people even like get there? Like, I didn't understand what was going on, but it was just like, this is so cool, and like these people are like gods. Like,
Yeah.
So I knew about it, I saw it, and I'm like, damn, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of something I like looked at from a distance until 2016. I was still playing a lot of Melee. Like that was like my main game at the time. And the reason I even went on Twitch in the first place was because of Smash Melee. Like that was like kind of the hub for like tournaments and like any big event, like you just watch it there. And one of my buddies who was in like my friends list, he's because I don't think they have this feature anymore on Twitch, but it used to say who your friends are watching.
Oh.
And I even think they removed friends. Like, I don't even know if you can be friends with people on Twitch anymore, but it used to be a feature, and it would show, like, what they're up to kind of thing.
Oh.
And one of my Smash buddies, it said he was watching Clint Stevens.
Yes.
And I would just, like, click, and there used to be a join button. Like, you can just join whatever stream they're watching.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like, let me just check out what my friends are watching. And I clicked the stream, and it was Clint doing 100% Ocarina of Time.
Ooh.
Which was a whole different side of speedrunning, because in my mind, at that point, all I knew about speedrunning was like what I've seen on GDQ, like YouTube videos.
Right.
Which was just like any percent, like beating the game as fast as you can.
Yeah.
With no requirements. Whereas like Clint was doing like a 4.5 hour speedrun of the same game, but like you get everything and this is its own category, and like people run this and route this and the tricks and the way the run is done is completely different.
Oh yeah.
So it was like I loved Ocarina of Time, and just watching any percent was cool, but like it's like I get to see the entire game in all of its glory, like with all these tricks, all these things combined.
Right.
See how the route works out. Like it was just this like beautiful thing. And yeah, no, I just like fell in love with his stream because it was like so chill, and like he was just like so good at the game.
Yeah.
And on first arrival, when you've never seen any of that shit, it's like, damn, like this is what speedrunning like should be, I think. Like not just the like start to finish like fast as you can. Like I like that like diversity of the categories.
Yeah.
It showed me that you can like really get a little bit more creative with speedrunning. It's not just one thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, Clint was like the first person I really watched where I was like, this seems like a viable career, because he was like killing it.
Right, yeah.
He's always been crushing it on Twitch, and I'm like, well, dude, like I would love to do something like this. So about like a month or two in, which was early 2017, I was like, yeah, let's just try it.
Yeah.
Booted up an emulator, Mario 64. Let's just learn like movement, and then that's really where it all started.
Shit.
Yeah.
So another one's actually, you know, speaking of like the beginnings of like your streaming career, what would you say to someone trying to get into streaming? Like, imagine, you know, if you can go back, like what would you want someone to tell you? Or even streaming, actually, both, you know?
You
Like-
have to love the game. That is it.
Have to love
Like,
it.
if there's just one thing, like, you know, I could go in depth, obviously, but it's really just like, when I first came onto it, it's like, I kind of just knew, like, I almost felt like, especially because at the time, it was about gaming more so. Like, now it's like variety, IRLs, and like just chatting, personalities, these like, which is like cool.
Yeah.
But that's not the era that I came from.
Right.
And it was really just about like, this is a place for like hardcore gamers to show off like the art of like, you know, whether it's like speedrunning or like Smash or like pro gaming, like pro fucking FPS and like competitive esports. Like that's the world that I came in.
Right.
So like my idea of success was like, oh, just get good at the game. Just
Yeah, yeah.
Be the best at the game. So like the advice to me was like, motherfucker, get good.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
nowadays, how do you put, it's like the best product is just something that's like people are
Relevant.
searching for. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I could like market it better, because like as a streamer, if you're trying to be like a personality now, if we're to like steer away from like competitive gamer / speedrunner kind of thing, you just gotta be like uploading like YouTube shorts, TikToks, coming up with these like funny ideas and making like highlights out of your streams, and kind of like you gotta know marketing. Like you gotta
Oh, yeah.
clickbait in ways and like use YouTube and like make sure like really emphasize thumbnails and titles, and like go into smaller communities and like network, and like you gotta take people in from outside of Twitch.
Yeah, of course.
And naturally it's gonna happen if you're the best at a game. But if you're not, then you know there is that extra work and like more grind. Think of it as like, I don't know, like comedians or something who have to like go up on like stand-up night and
Oh,
like
yeah.
test out content and test the bits, and then like go on their tours, and they're all like all doing all that kind of stuff. It's like you almost gotta treat like streaming like that. Like every night's like a show, and you gotta try stuff, and then certain jokes click, or certain formats click, and you just find your show, and then hopefully one day all the great parts of you and all your strengths come together, and you can put that more on display. Everyone's different, path is different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what makes us all unique on Twitch, you know? Everyone's
Right.
gonna be different, so yeah.
Right. There's so many ways to grow, and I've seen it all. Like I've seen people just, again, whether that's become a pro gamer, get that viral Reddit clip, and the thing is it could just be one thing. Like you never know when it's gonna happen either.
Yeah.
I think as long as you just keep showing up and doing it, you know, obviously who you know helps.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
Which, you know, and there's always, you know, people want to say luck, which absolutely, but like luck is like when opportunity meets preparation kind of thing. So as long as you're always prepared in the sense of like you're showing up, you're you're thinking of ideas, you're adapting to things, you'll get your chance, I think, at some point.
Yeah.
You just gotta care enough.
Yeah. Yeah, caring is everything. Yeah, because if you don't care about your content, then it will definitely show. And I feel like your
100%.
viewers will know, you know. So
Yeah, no, for sure. Like sometimes you're just showing up because like, oh, I gotta be here kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
You want to
right.
make sure that like, oh, I'm clicking live, like, fuck yeah, let's like do this thing. Like this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And like those are gonna be the best streams versus like, oh, clocking in. Like as soon as it feels like a job, it's like, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like clocking in, clocking out. Like you never want to feel that way when you stream, right? But in reality, this is your job.
Yeah.
So how do you find the motivation to still keep going with it? Some days it's probably hard, right?
Yeah, it's like that's actually the like hardest thing because like streaming's supposed to be just fun. Like if you like you're an entertainer. Like if you're I don't know, it's not supposed to be like so serious.
Yeah.
Unless I am like I'm playing this game. This is my life for the net. Like you just have to accept whatever it is. Like some people just accept I'm playing this game for like next 5 years of my life.
Yeah.
And they're just like fuck it, and that's just what they do. And they have no problem showing up, and to them that's their piece. That's easy. But I feel like at least like every year or so, like I'm like, let's try something new. Let's try something new. Like it's never the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know if that's gonna like always work.
Yeah.
So it's like a mixture of trying to adapt to the new meta or whatever I need to do, but also keep it fun. So that's the biggest challenge by far that I've faced as a streamer or content creator is like the fun, but like stay consistent balance.
Yeah.
And that's something that, yeah, no, I absolutely still struggle with.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm not, like, if I'm not waking up and, like, I'm pumped to play a game or pumped to, like, do an idea, there's no use in forcing it.
Right.
You know, sure, it'd be like, oh, like, I'd make more money if I was consistent or, like, this and that, but, like, it kind of, like, amounts to, like, nothing at the end of the day if I'm not, like, really proud of it type thing. But I always have this, like, weird self-trust that, like, every few months I'll get this, like, light bulb that goes off and I'll be like, let's do that, or at least let's try this. And here I am still, right? Like, that's kind of how I've been doing it.
Yeah, so viewer question. So I asked my Discord, like, if you can, like, think of your favorite streamer, what kind of question would you want to ask them? Which is, like, that one Disney movie one. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll start off with that. What's your favorite Disney movie?
I don't know. I don't know if I've watched a Disney movie. I probably have. I had to have. Like, I fucking haven't even seen Star Wars.
Yeah, I know.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
No Aladdin.
Mm-mm.
No Bugs Life.
Yeah, name some. Maybe I'll remember.
Bugs Life.
No.
You said Toy Story. Monsters Inc.
Okay, that was actually the first movie I've ever seen. I don't remember a thing about it, but I remember being like a 3-year-old, I think.
Yeah.
My mom taking me to the mall. They had this like mall little like shitty movie theater. And I'm pretty sure that was the first ever movie I've seen. But yeah, I was 3 years old probably, so I don't remember a thing. So I'm gonna say I haven't seen it.
Okay. Or you could just say that's your favorite one because it's the only one you probably
Maybe.
seen.
Here, name a couple more.
Mulan,
Sleeping
Cinderella,
Beauty.
classic
No.
ones. Snow.
Nope.
I don't know what else. Cars.
No.
Fuck what?
I don't know. Like my parents never took us to see those kinds of. Maybe it's because I didn't express interest in it. I don't know why. It's not like they just didn't bring me to movies often. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bitches. Fuck you, mom.
Robbed your childhood.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. I just played fucking GameCube, and that's probably why I'm even like here today. So
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, mom. Love you. Fuck Toy Story.
Are you happy with how your streaming career is going?
How it's going?
Yeah.
No, because I'm not currently doing anything that's like, because like streaming's fun when it's like you're growing and you're having fun. because then like you know that you're not trying so hard and it's working.
Yeah.
And it releases that like stress of like, I don't know, it feeling like work. Whereas right now, if I were to come on, it would feel more like work because I'm not like super like passionate about something at the very, very moment.
Yeah.
So like how it's going at the very moment, like yeah, I'm not currently on duty. I'll just put it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't deployed myself to like do whatever mission,
Deployed.
go on my missions of whatever it is I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
Well, when this comes out, you'll be in the middle of the subathon, so
potentially
yeah. So I mean, that's that'll be something during that time.
kick.com/Nicro, kick.com/Nicro, kick.com/Nicro. But yeah, I don't know. I think the better question would be like, are you happy with how it's went thus far?
Yeah.
And I'd say yeah, and I'm excited because I always like, no matter what I do, even if like the highlights were like in the past, I'm always looking up and I'm always like looking to do more. And I have no doubt that I'm gonna like find something again that I like. So I'm not worried about like how's it going right now kind of thing. Like I could give a shit less because like I know as long as I'm thinking about it, like I said, something will come up. And the beauty of streaming is you can stream whatever you want. So as long as I'm creative and I'm always like doing stuff, which I do, whatever that thing is, we'll just stream it. Or we're gonna make something. We're gonna make some content of it, and yeah, hopefully it works. And if I'm enjoying it, then fuck yeah, I'd say I like how it's going.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good shit. Yeah. So what is your favorite way to relax at the end of the day? So say, you know, you're doing your little stream, it's over. What do you like to do? little stream. What would you say? Like, how do you like to relax?
How do I like to relax is I go to Tim Hortons, I get a coffee, I'll have a stream on probably. Like I'm always just like got all the socials just open. Like I mean, like you should see my setup. There's like 4 fucking monitors.
Yeah, he
6
always
consoles, 4 monitors, like all this bullshit, right?
Yeah, he always has something going. So
so I don't know. Maybe that's just some like ADHD brain shit. But like, it's always like, if it's like wind down, then I do that. But even when I'm not streaming, like I still do like work. Like more work is my wind down, but like not like intense, like live, like always like talking constantly work. Like I like to write. Again, I like to make music. So that's like my way to work and be creative, but it's more like for me, and that can be relaxing. Yeah, no, just more creative work. Like it's like, again, I feel like I almost always am working, even if a lot of the work just is in my head. I'm always thinking about stuff. So as soon as I'm like done streaming, it's like, okay, however much longer I have in the day, maybe I'll just hop into a new task. Or if it's like super late, yeah, like I'll probably just kick back and watch a stream or just like play some Melee or something. Yeah. Like that's pretty much like my wind down. It's like pretty simple. But yeah, I'm always doing creative work.
I love answering this one. What are some of the weirdest DMs you've gotten?
The weirdest DMs?
Yeah. Because I can name like 5 that I've gotten before. Yeah, heavily breathing into the phone.
Yeah. People ask me for feet pics. People ask me for.
Wait, you got that more than once?
The feet pics thing was probably a few times, but like, yeah, no, I mean, but I just read it. I'm like, nah, sorry, bro. Like, I don't get weird. It's not weird to me. It's very rare that like you like shock me, like if somebody like I feel like I've just seen it all. I don't know, like I've seen so many different kinds of like people in DMs. Like nothing like really shocks me too much. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Well, also I would definitely say you're like one of the least judgmental people I've ever met, so that's probably why it doesn't shock you, you know?
Yeah, no, like that's just it too. I would agree. Like I try to be like non-judgmental. Like I always kind of like I try to see where people are coming from, even if it is like something I would never do. Like, oh, like I'm not gonna be like, hey, Nicro, and call like constantly. It's like I get it, right? I've never been in that position. Like, I mean, I've been a fan and I've had idols, and I'll like, you know, I'll want to talk to somebody, or I used to maybe like add like a Smash Brothers Pro on Facebook, and I'd like
Facebook.
see like what tournament they're going to, and like, oh, maybe we can like play sometime or some shit like that. But it was never like anything like crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never been in that position, but like I get it. Yeah, no, motivation comes and goes, but it's like, it's just how serious you are about like making it happen. Because a lot of people don't go for shit because of all the self-doubt, but it's like, all you can do is really like try. And if you care enough, like anyone can do it. It might take you a little longer than someone else. Like everyone's like, oh, I'm just not talented enough, I'm not good enough. And like, sure, certain people have advantages, but I do think all that's like bullshit. It's like, if you want it, like just go get it.
So, you know, there's always that stupid like cliche saying like if you put your mind to it, you can do it. But it's honestly so true, you know. Like I think so.
Putting your mind, no, putting your mind to it. All that literally is just like stop lying to yourself.
Yeah.
That you can't. What are the actions? What are the inputs that need to be done to just do the thing? And like, you just figure that out, and then you just say, okay, why can't I do it? And then just be honest with yourself, and like you'll probably find that like, okay, you absolutely can.
And like I enjoy doing this, so that's why you know like one day I would love to do what you do, you know. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. And anyone can do it. Again, it's just a matter of like, it's like how badly do you want it? Trying as many things as you can.
Yeah.
And just seeing kind of what works and like what's fun, and find the balance between those things. It's just keeping your eyes open for the right opportunities, and then like when it matches with like what you're feeling and like what's fun to you, like you just gotta go all in type shit. Favorite people I've met on Twitch? Honestly, you.
Aw. Oh, sorry, my hand's sweaty. Thank you, man. Aw. This was fun though, man. That was the last question, so I think it was really
did it.
fun. Yeah, we did it.
Episode fucking.
My fucking hand's so sweaty. Yes. Love.
Episode 1.
Hopefully my ass wasn't just out. Yeah, so this is Nicro. Yeah, obviously people that are here, they probably know who you are and stuff like that. So I think this is a lot of fun. I wanted to do this series because I think it's important for people to like that are starting to be a streamer or a speedrunner to like kind of see what it's like from someone who's, you know, kind of like almost like a veteran in that, you know, get the advice. Because I know that I would have wanted something like this when I first started streaming like last year, you know, so it's kind of nice to be able to do this. It's nice to like do it with my favorite streamer, the person that actually got me into Twitch and stuff like that. I think this is really dope. So, and he has always like a lot to say, like he's taught me so much and stuff, so, you know, I wanted to have him as the first guest because I think that you guys can definitely learn a lot from him. So yeah, so he's the first one, and I learned a lot.
Shit. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man, I love you, man. Love you, love you, love you. I don't really have an outro, so.
Here, let's do the bye thing.
Oh yeah?
Okay, well, that's gonna be it, boys. See you later. Peace. Bye. Love you. Stay cute. Stay wonderful. Stay lit. Stay fresh. And later.
Bye.
Mwah.
Do I do my Twitch outro too?
You could just like.
Oh yeah. Oh.
We just get in here doing this.